Good morning. It's day 22. It is almost 10:20. It's 10:18. And I'm sitting here and I've been diligently working towards my website. Um, Yesterday, I sat here and I literally spent hours going through looking at the different WordPress themes, asking Chat and Claude questions about the themes. Just, y'all, I was on a deep dive. I spent yesterday just activating themes, then resetting the website, activating themes because I'm not wanting to pay somebody else to do it, having limited income, so trying to do it myself, but then becoming overwhelmed because there are so many options. And I kept saying, I wish that I could understand or figure out what the magic was, like how I was able to get to my flight, the decision to purchase my flight. I did that relatively quick because I prioritized at this point, what is going to give me peace of mind. And so I think in the climate that we're in, as far as the country being at war and things, I just want to get from point A to point B. I don't want to be paralyzed by all of the what ifs and, but how can I do that travel with peace of mind as much as I can have as possible? So trying to translate that into what is it about this website? What is it with the website, the digital products, and working in Canva? What is causing me to procrastinate? Trying to get to the root cause of that? Because for me, questions like that are really important. I want to get to, acknowledgement, but why am I having it? And how can I recognize when I find myself in other situations where this experience or these feelings, the procrastination may arise? How can I effectively work through it? So it's like really getting deeper in the understanding for me. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time trying to understand it. I've just been trying to continue to move with intention. Previously, I had told you guys, the website isn't important, but now I'm realizing, yes, it is very much an important piece of this in terms of just having a central spot where somebody can come. This belongs to Brandy, not having to go and look at things, just a central repository and not dependent upon social media. Having the website also would allow me to eliminate my monthly stand store expense, so it's like, girl, you got to make it make sense because you've already paid for that. So you got to leverage that resource and that expense. Don't keep incurring these monthly expenses when it's not serving you. It's not like I'm generating a whole lot of revenue. So at this point, I'm about to invest in this starter template for my site because I like the format. I like what it has. And ultimately, that's what I want to get to. So, dun, 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 dun. I hope I did it right. I just clicked place order. Ooh, y'all. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Yeah. I swear I want all of this to just, whew. So I'm reading their help page and I am following instructions on how to download this license so that I can upload it into WordPress. Okay, so here's a look at the website. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, wait a minute now. I am installing and activating the plugins. Look at that. All right. Let's see. Success. Oh. Coming soon. Hold on. That maybe the site is there, but let me go to my dashboard. Okay, I gotta do a little housekeeping. It's 10:49, so this is taking us about 30 minutes. We're getting it. We're chugging right along. Not in the car to go door dashing. Today I have my shot appointment. It's 12:42. It's rather inconvenient, but I didn't know it at the time that I was gonna be trying to work on this website and stuff. Okay, so I'm here at the doctor's office. It's 12:55, and I'm gonna run in here, get these shots, and I'll be right back. All right, back in the car. It's 1:06, and honestly, the reason it took a little bit longer is because I had to stop at the front desk. Oh, so check this out. I got confirmation from the game lodge that my reservation is all good for the dates that I wanted. So that first night that I get into Cape Town, I will stay at a local hotel just to decompress, get ready for my trip. And it's good because initially the hotel or the game lodge only had availability on Friday, and it would have had me getting off of a 14-hour flight and then driving 4 hours to the lodge, and I probably wouldn't get there until about 10 p.m. And I'm gonna be tired the next morning. I'm gonna be tired regardless, but at least not having to drive, I can get to bed or even ride for that length of time getting to the lodge. I can get in bed early and then get up and be ready when they come to pick me up in the morning. So that is good. I was met with the decision, do I try to rent a car or do I pay the money? It's like $400 round trip for them to do the transfers for me in the city to the game lodge, because the game lodge is, like I said, almost 4 hours away. And so of course, in my mind I'm like, can I just rent a car and drive it myself? But then I had to start asking, while it might be cheaper, what is it gonna cost me? Because it's not always about the bottom line in terms of cost. It's about what you're trading for it. I used to focus solely on cost, but it's a lot more than that. It's about your time, your energy. This is what you're protecting. When you start to travel intentionally, you make decisions that align with your travel, and you aren't just doing things to save a buck, because saving a buck isn't going to maybe give you a great overall experience. Saving a buck may cause you some problems, and so I had to think about it. If I drive, number one, they drive on the opposite side of the street, so there's that learning curve. So now I'm already a little more I've already become a little more anxious, because I feel as though I have brain fog and the perimenopause and all of that. So now I have to be really laser focused, and it's so easy to just kind of drift off or not think about something. So I was considering that. Gas, how much is it going to cost to fill up, and so you have that. Are there any tolls that you're gonna have to pay? So a lot of these things, while the car was $187 for the 3 nights, I have to pick it up. I'd have to be responsible, get myself places. Should anything happen, the car break down or anything, then that's something that I'm met with dealing with. So there are a lot of things that went into play. But ultimately, I decided I'm just going to pay the money and allow them to transfer me. I can sit back, read a book, take photos, do whatever, but not have to have my attention and my energy spent on driving. And so the trade-off for me is worth it, because then that way when I arrive at the lodge, what happens is you check in and they may be serving lunch, but then the day that you get there, you're going out immediately on an afternoon game drive. And so it's not just get in and just kind of chill. So all of these are things that you want to keep in mind when you're planning your trips, and especially planning an overnight safari. So that's what I'm doing. So yay, that's done. I'm just waiting for them to send me whatever I need to make the payment, and that's locked in. So things are coming along. I'm about to get home and finish where I left off. Finally, it is 3:40 and I just figured out how to get the demo site loaded. So I had to read some more and sit here and I can edit. Y'all, I just wanted a framework right now. That's it. I didn't want it to be like too restrictive, then have difficulty adding on later on, right? So I want it to be as thorough, and I would rather subtract a little than have to add to it. Now, hopefully, let's see. So I can just get in here and maybe edit the page. Oh, I feel so excited. So all of the hyperlinks and shit are working. That's what the fuck I wanted. Yes! I just want to plug. Here, take this picture. I'll give you some text. Yes, finally. Yay, brand. Yay. Yay.